Hello. For this YouTube video, I am going to read aloud the test questions for the quiz on chapters 12, 13, and 14. You may use your book and any notes that you have to answer the questions. To me, I want you to be able to find the information, but not just find it, understand it, learn it. Guys, you will see this information again on the final. I am going to urge you to take a look. It's the second page of your syllabus of the course competencies. There are a total, I think, 18. I keep recounting and recounting to 20 competencies. One of them, obviously, is just obtaining your CPR and first aid. But your final exam for this class will be based on those competencies. You will have multiple choice questions. You will have short answer and essay questions. And it will not be open book. It's closed notes. So I am going to ask or remind you periodically from here to the day of the final to be sure you are looking at the course competencies, you understand what they are asking you to do, and anything that you want some more clarification on, those are things that we need to discuss in class. Right now we are covering the nutrition part of the class, but if you, since health was the earlier topic, maybe you look at an objective or, a competency, it's the same thing, and you don't really understand what that means, ask, because, and I will be talking about this in class, but chapters 12, 13, and 14 are the first three chapters in the nutrition part of our textbook, and this is a quiz. I'm reading the questions orally, so as I read the question, you can stop the video so that you can answer it. And my suggestion would be that either you watch the YouTube on your phone, or if you have a computer, open up Angel in one browser, like Mozilla, or Internet Explorer. Open up the YouTube in another browser like Chrome, so that you will have access. You will be able to watch the video, stop it, go to Angel, answer the question if you want to do it that way. Another way you could do it is just write the answer down on a sheet of paper and turn that in to me. It does not matter to me as long as I get it. I will say, if it's done in Angel, then it's there, and I won't lose it. It's there. The only way that it could be lost is if our class gets messed up somehow, and that wouldn't be an issue. That would be our problem. That would be something really bad that happened. But so you can, like I said, listen to the YouTube, hear me say the question, stop the YouTube, answer the question either on paper or do it in Angel. This quiz will be in Angel as well. I hope that makes sense, and I will try to clarify it in class as well. Okay, our first question. What is nutrition? That's it. What is nutrition? I'll try to give you a little bit of a pause, but you can obviously stop the video so that you can answer it. All right, number 2. List the start to finish process of nutrients from the time food enters the body until it exits the body. So there is a process. It is listed in the book, but I'm looking for from the time you put that apple in your mouth or whatever and you start what is the start to finish process? Okay, that's question 2. Now, I will say this about those of you that are doing the test in Angel. Angel will randomize the questions, and that they may not be in the same order that I'm calling them out here. So if you would prefer to write the answers on a piece of paper, that's fine. Number 3, what are 3 main functions of nutrients? 3 main functions of nutrients. That's number 3. If you are going to do the paper pencil, I will provide this as a Word document. Question 4. Name the essential nutrients that children and adults need. There are 6. That's your hint. Describe the importance of each essential nutrient for children. What do they consist of? How do these nutrients help the body functions? And what sources supply these nutrients? So there's several parts to that question. There are 6 essential nutrients. What are the importance of these 6 nutrients? To the body, the functions of the body, and then the sources that supply these nutrients. If you don't understand that question, just ask. Question 5. List some dietary guidelines for healthy Americans. Again, list some dietary guidelines for healthy Americans. It is in our textbook. There's some information on the PowerPoints that go with this content, which would be chapter 12 or 13. I think this still is chapter 12. There is a website that you can go to, www.health.gov/dietary guidelines/2010.asp, but they're listed in the textbook. Dietary guidelines for healthy Americans. That's number 5. Okay, number 6. And I will say number 6 would be the first question in chapter 13. What is energy? Where do we get energy? And what foods yield energy? And I know that's a 3-parter. What is energy? Where do we get energy? And what foods yield energy? Number 7. How much energy do children need? And there again, contents in chapter 13. Number 8. Take a look at the obesity maps on the PowerPoint presentation for chapter 13. There are 3. What conclusions can you draw from viewing the obesity maps? Again, there are 3, and they show the United States of America. They're showing the obesity rates in 2000, 2008, and 2010. Be sure to look at our state, Georgia, and compare it in each of these maps. But overall, what are you seeing as the changes over that period of time? Basically, from map 1 to map 3, we're looking at 10 years' time. Okay, number 9, what factors contribute to childhood obesity? What factors contribute to childhood obesity? And there are a number of them, and I believe there is a table, my lovely table as I always mention, in that chapter that has some specific factors. But I bet you guys can name some without even looking. That's question number 9. All right, question number 10. What are some strategies or things that we, as future workers with children, can do to address the obesity issue? Again, number 10, what are some strategies or things that we, as future workers with children, can do to address the obesity issue? And number 11, and the last question, what are the purposes of proteins, vitamins, and minerals for children as they grow and develop? This is in chapter 14. So what I'm looking for there is for you to tell me the purposes of proteins, vitamins, and minerals and how they help, each of them help children grow and develop. The test will be in Angel. I have read the questions. And of course, if you take the test in Angel, the questions will be randomized. That's just the way it's set up. I don't have to set it up that way, but it is always, they recommend that we do that. I can give you guys a copy of a Word document form of this test, but I do need you to answer the questions to this test and get it to me. Again, it is much easier for me to keep up with things if they are done in Angel. I'm sorry, I hope you guys I understood when I held up the file folder in the class and talked about the fact that if you all are putting your items in the test file folder in Angel, it's much easier for me to go back and find it there because it's there, it's stored there, than it is if I throw it down in my bag with all kinds of other folders. I don't mind keeping up with things, but I am human, and I have been pretty good this semester. I don't think I've lost anything that I can think of. But my suggestion is either open up 2 browsers, one with Angel in it, one or some way to type the answers to the test, or I don't know. I'm just thinking if you're trying to do the test in Angel, you would want to have Angel open. The other browser would be to have YouTube open. Each time I ask a question, stop the YouTube, answer the question. You could also use another device. You could use your phone and a computer, whatever works for you. But I have read the questions for the quiz for chapters 12, 13, and 14, and that's all you're expected to do for that content. Now, some of these questions will show up on the nutrition test and the final. If it's a part of one of our course competencies, it will be on the final. So we'll talk more. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day or evening, whatever time of day it is you're doing this, and take care.